In international news, at least 111 people have been killed when an earthquake collapsed buildings in the northwestern part of China as rescue workers raced to start digging through rubble. About 100 were killed and scores more injured in Gansu province after the strong shallow tremor struck. Citing the provincial earthquake relief headquarters, these are the headquarters that are reporting 11 others were killed and 100 injured in the city of Haidong in the neighboring province of Qinghai. Well, the Chinese president has urged all-out search and rescue efforts and proper arrangements for affected people to ensure the safety of people's lives and property. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin confirmed America's support for Israel on Monday during a press briefing alongside Israel's defense minister in Tel Aviv. Austin said that the United States has spoken to Israel about making the war in Gaza more surgical. Speaking in Tel Aviv, Austin discussed reducing harm to civilians and moving to lower intensity operations. Israeli strikes have been reported across the Gaza Strip overnight. And on the other hand, Hamas has released a video of a group of 3 elderly hostages. And with that, we're slipping away a short break. We'll be back with a whole lot more. To stay with us.
Welcome to Serious Business on NDTV.
$1 has only secured 0.6 cents of private capital. That needs to fundamentally change.
By mid-century, India's economy will grow 8-fold.
One topic.
When a family comes out of the poverty line, what would be the first asset class they would buy? It's gold.
One speaker.
It's the biggest attack on Jews since the Holocaust.
If you want to control inflation, you need to play the trade policy.
UPI, Aadhaar, all of that, where India is well ahead of the West.
5 trillion is a short-term goal. I would like to see India becoming a $30 trillion economy.
Different people believe in different things. In cricket, some hail the king, some believe in God. Some wait for Mr. Right, some believe in swiping right. Some run away from risk, others run after it. For some, kids mean babies. For others, kids mean puppies. Some want a home to settle in the future. Some want to roam the world today. Some make a career in a company. Some make a career out of building companies. But when it comes to money, everybody believes in only one thing. Profit, profit, profit. And for profit, watch only NDTV Profit. We all love money.
COVID. I mean, it's got to have been a crushing chapter.
Yeah.
And I don't want to revisit that. But
thank God for that.
But you know, living through, navigating, coming out the other side of an event like that, how has it shaped your business management approach, how you define, draw up strategy? Has anything sort of fundamentally shifted?
I'm a completely different man on the other side. I'm a completely different manager and a human being. That was a body blow. It is difficult to define, like coup de grace to another level altogether. So anybody who's suddenly finds that the shutters are down and revenues become zero, there's no other avenue, period, finished, over. All eggs were in one basket, would obviously feel the hit. And habits change. So 18 months is a very long period. We had staff that we had to take care of. We had rents to pay. The company was on a steamroller of, building cinemas. So there was capital, there was debt. A lot of things were happening. One, of course, I'll get philosophical and say there was divine intervention that we survived. And second is that, of course, we were very fortunate that the developers who we have to pay rents to, all our properties are leased. They were very, very cooperative. So we got into the Zoom calls, met whoever we could and tried to get reliefs from them. They gave us a lot of relief. We were also able to get a lot of support from the markets. The markets still believed in the brand, even though we were shut, even though streaming services had the decibel level of people watching on OTT had gone to another level altogether. Yet the markets believed in us. We did a rights issue, we were able to raise money. We did a QIP of 800 crores, we were able to raise money. Some debt restructuring we were able to do. So those 18 months we shored up some liquidity. We also were able to reduce our costs, and the sum total of it all was that somehow we were able to drag our feet throughout and survive in those 18 months. I had to keep, all the top management kept their chin up. Our own team, without me even asking for, took huge haircuts on remunerations, on salaries. I mean, I was shocked that I was only thinking about it, and I'll have to do this as well. Before I could even finish my thought, I got a call from my top team and they said, "Sir, you don't have to say the word. This is something completely unprecedented. Just don't worry about it. Everybody will take a 50% haircut. If more, let's just make sure the ship stays afloat." So I think we were just extremely fortunate, otherwise very difficult.
This show isn't just about news from the southern states. It's one that looks at the rest of India and the world from a diverse South India point of view, because NDTV has always taken the southern view seriously.
Welcome back. Now, the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, as well as Telangana's Governor and the Chief Minister, Revant Reddy, will be at the Hyderabad Public School that's celebrating 100 years of its existence. Many prominent politicians and Chief Ministers are alumni of HPS, like Owaisi as well as Kiran Kumar Reddy, Jagan Mohan Reddy, and including top-performing CEOs globally, such as Satya Nadella, as well as Shantanu Narayan and Prem Vatsa. Now, the Harvard Business Review said in 2019 the three alumni of the HPS were among the top 10 best-performing CEOs globally in that year, as a testament of HPC's success in nurturing students into visionary leaders. My colleague Uma Sudhir finds out what makes this school a place where leaders are born.
We are here at Hyderabad Public School that's celebrating 100 years of its formation, and I have with me the people who can talk about what they're going to be doing on this very special occasion. Gusti Nuria, who is the president of the Hyderabad Public School Society. I have Dr. Skand Bali, principal of the school, and Amrita Chandra, who is the vice principal of the school. First, you, sir, everyone in Hyderabad knows HPS. I mean, that's a landmark that no one will miss. But tell us more about the history so that our audiences can understand why we think this is such a big event.
Well, HPS is 100 years old. We are in the midst of celebrations. A testimony to our legacy and history is the fact that the Honorable President of India is coming to bless us tomorrow, along with other dignitaries, the Chief Minister and the Honorable Governor. So we are 100, established in 1923, first as Jagidas College, later turned into HPS in 1951.
Tell us more about the building itself. I know that, any prominent politician you ask, they'll say, I went to HPS, and there are CEOs, there are people in all fields who have shined from your school. School itself is inspired by the Eton College, I understand.
Yes, it was set up in the year 1923 on the lines of Eton College, and the initial idea was to have an all-boys boarding. But when the school started delivering quality education in this part of the country, then the need fell that it should be a day-come boarding school, and then eventually girls were also taken in, and that's how the school has evolved over 100 years.
Okay, 100 years is huge amount of history, but everyone who comes here wants their children also to come here, grandchildren also to come there. What is so special about the school that people want to do that?
Teaching children is one thing. You have students. These people are converted into personalities. We don't just give pupils back to the world. We give leaders, we give change makers to the world, and that's so special about the education that HPS imparts to its students.
Okay, many prominent names from here, but tell us about some of those visionary leaders who have come out of this school.
Well, to start with, Satya Nadella of Microsoft, Ajay Banga of the World Bank, Shantanu Narayan of Adobe, Chief Ministers, Kiran Kumar Reddy and Jagan Mohan Reddy, a whole lot of other MPs and other politicians.